風よ吹け。運命の嵐は来たれ。世界は我々の答えを待つ。いつの日か必ず俺はこの世界を変えてみせる。自由のため共に戦う意志のある者はこの船に乗れ。
What's good, everyone? It's the Rev. And seeing as Rell season is so close to dropping, I wanted to make a video explaining to a lot of people why you should be hyped for Rell seeds and why you should want it to prosper. Because there are some people in the community that just don't care for it or they hate on it, but they don't understand that if what Rell Bros is trying to accomplish works, it'll help their games and many more. This isn't just about Rell seeds. It is, but it's not at the same time. What they're trying to do could help multiple games and how they're made. Now, getting to the point of the video, Rell Bros are trying to start making games in a way that it'll create a domino effect that the Rell Bros call the Rell Seeds effect. For those who don't know what the Rell Seeds effect means, basically it's saying they're going to change their graphics. They're going to change what you do in the game. Instead of being a bandit beater, instead of just going out and spamming the same thing until you're max level. So we're going to let you have your adventure. We're going to give you something you never had before, which is a real journey, in the hopes that other creators will start making their games as journeys instead of just go get max level as fast as you can, just repeating the same stuff. And that, simply put, is the Rell Seeds effect. Now, getting into the factions, it looks like there will be a Marine ranking system where you'll start off as a chore boy and have to move your way up in the ranks. I can't wait to see how the missions differ from the pirate missions, seeing as most pirate One Piece based games run the same missions whether you're a Marine or a pirate. Speaking of pirates, I cannot wait to see someone try to pillage a village like Kid or Blackbeard, or try to save the day like Sabo, Dragon, or Luffy. It's going to be amazing to actually see these things happening in the game. And then the Marines coming to the island to try to stop it. And then, of course, the pirates versus pirates crew battles, the pirates versus Marine crew battles on the sea. We've never seen Marine ships fighting a pirate ship. That has never happened. And this is the first time it can happen. This will be amazing. Moving on to transformations, I love how this game allows your character to continue looking like your character once you've transformed. Because anybody who plays other Roblox games and also watches One Piece knows that once you've transformed into like Gear 5 or something, you look exactly like Luffy, or you look exactly like somebody else when they transformed in the anime, instead of how you should look. Like this, for instance, Cyborg Race. If you eat Queen's Fruit, you can get the cybernetic body. Now, I'm not sure if getting the Cyborg Race makes you use this form, or if you can pick whether you want your body to look all cybernetic like. But I would also want to know if this effect applies to other races like the Lunarians, the Onis, etc. Like I said, this game wants you to go on a journey, and like any journey, you need ways to get across the island. If your devil fruit won't allow you to get across the island, don't worry about it. There are mounts, many mounts that you can have, whether it's flying, in the water, whether it's on land. There are many mounts that you can have that will allow you to get from one place to another. Now, some mounts you do have to fight. Yes, not all mounts you can buy. Like this dragon, this is the dragon from Punk Hazard. If you beat it, then you can tame it and then you'll be able to fly around wherever you want. Same with this alligator. If you beat it, it's yours. Now, for the adventure that this game brings, you can swim with fish. You could even hunt these fish if you wanted to. But these fish aren't the only fish in the sea. You have these fish from the actual anime in game now. Now, it might not seem like they're that big. Compared to this shark, they are way bigger. Now, when you see this picture in a second, I want you to think about them next to this shark. Look at this. Imagine swimming in the water and you see this. You're going to be thinking, is it coming from me or not? Like, you're not going to want to look away because you're going to be too scared to just swim away not looking at that. This is going to be a great adventure. But there isn't just sea animals. We have land ones too. All of these just roam freely. Some of them carry swords in their mouths, like this tiger right here. And if you're a fan of One Piece, you know that animals carrying weapons are not a big thing. That's the average day in a One Piece life. And speaking of weapons, there are a huge variety of weapons that you could choose between, guns, swords, and I feel like there are a lot of people when they play this game who will want to main swords and guns. Because as you can see, unlike most One Piece games, this game actually shows gun users just as much love as sword users. Gun users now have cutscenes. Every gun has a cutscene, just like every sword has a cutscene. And one great thing about this game for everybody who loves to actually fight, this game allows you to parry. And not just parry, it also allows you to clash with one another. You can clash with one another, you can parry mid-air. The combat system in this game is going to be next level, but this is exactly what we want. We want other creators to see this game, see how the combat system is, and say, this is what we need, because nobody wants your just spam your abilities game no more. We want to actually be able to combat each other like real fighters. For the next part, let's talk about the islands right quick. You guys remember the picture I showed you of the animals, and you see this animal. This animal is on the smallest island in One Piece. Do you see how small it is compared to that island? That island is so small, and this is the smallest island in One Piece because it's just a restaurant. If it looks that small compared, now just look at all the rest of this. Impel Down, Alabasta, like, this is a real adventure game. Like, I don't want to be able to look and see the next island. I want to have to journey there. I want to have a difficult time getting from one place to another. We want a journey. We want an adventure. This is exactly what we want. One thing I notice a lot of people say about the game is it's so accurate to One Piece that it's no way it won't get copyright strikes. And even if that's the case, I'll just say enjoy it. Just enjoy it for as long as we have this game, because this game will revolutionize how Roblox games are made. So even if, just say for instance, this game got shut down, hopefully other people look at this game and say, that could be us. And now they're making their games just like this. But I really hope this game does not get taken down. And even if it did, they could change a lot of stuff just like they did with Shindo Life. So it honestly wouldn't be that big of a deal. Now on to the final and one of a lot of people's favorite parts in these One Piece games, the devil fruits. This game is starting off with 30 plus devil fruits. No game starts off with 30 plus devil fruits. This game is starting off with 30 plus. And it's not just 30 plus that we already know, like the chop, or it's not just a bunch of commons. A lot of these fruits are usually in-game fruits for a lot of games, and they're the start off fruits for this one. That right there alone, and I'm not trying to compare them to say, oh, this one's better than that one. I'm not trying to do that at all, even though it might sound like I've been doing it this whole time. I'm just showing how this game can make other games better by pushing them to do what they're doing. I'm not trying to put one game above another game. I'm just saying how what this game is doing can really be the start of something new. Wouldn't you rather your game start off with 30 devil fruits than 10 devil fruits and then get stuff later down the line? It's like DLCs with a game. You don't want to have to get the DLCs. You would rather them put certain things already in the game from the jump. And that's exactly what this is. A lot of these modes are never in game this early, or they just aren't in game. Gear 4 Luffy, Gear 5 Luffy, Hybrid Kaido, and L's God mode usually aren't in games. This game has them off rip, and it's just a change. Like, this game is doing something no other game has done. Now, when you play the next One Piece game, after this game comes out, you know what you're going to be doing, right? You're going to say, this game don't have 30 fruits off rip. You're going to start comparing it. Even if you don't want to, you're going to do it because now it's living up to a certain level. You're used to playing this. You don't want to go back to that. And that's all this is. It's trying to boost every game up to that next level. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down. I'm out.